What's up, everyone? My name is Reef, and this is your Daily Chat Season 6, Episode 7 for April the 26th, 2021. How's everybody doing today? What is going on? Well, we don't have a lot of consumer tech news today, but we do have some very cool industry news, and we're going to get right into it right now because Toyota is going to buy Lyft's autonomous car division for $550 million. Autonomous cars have really become the hot thing with, well, a lot of different industries. Obviously, cars, sharing services like Uber and Lyft, Tesla, Chevy, Ford. It's really where everybody's going now in terms of automotive, especially with things like NVIDIA coming in the way to help control that AI. And to buy the autonomous division for $550 million is a decent play by Toyota. This will help probably offset a lot of their R&D costs by just buying it. And $550 million puts it, I think, very far below the government regulatory oversight kind of parameter that goes into place. So the deal is going to be $200 million in cash with $350 paid out over the next 5 years, which amounts to $70 million every single year for Lyft, which I think that's good. They'll be able to tack that on. If they don't write this all off in one shot, if they write it off year over year, this will help them, well, bolster a little bit of their losses because, well, these ride-sharing services, they do cost a lot of money. And going along with this, Lyft has actually negotiated with Toyota that in the future, if Toyota decides to move to autonomous commercial, well, they're going to use the Lyft platform to kind of control all of it, which is mind-boggling to me, actually. I don't know how they negotiated that, but I guess in the same vein, Toyota is actually kind of set up on that platform too now, since they don't have to put the R&D costs down. If Lyft's already got the platform in place, then there you go, $550 million. It's a lot of money, but for a company the size of Toyota, they really picked it up for a steal of a price. And I know Lyft and both Uber, they've had their touch and goes with trying to become massively profitable with the losses, with the lawsuits, with the bills passing on, our driver staff, are they contractors? They've had a lot of issues. So this is like a very small win for Lyft. And, well, hopefully going forward, they'll be able to parlay this little sale into something better off with that $550 million. And in our next story, if you are a Spotify user, Spotify is raising its prices really UK and Europe, but it is coming to the US. It's a price hike that we've seen through Netflix, through Hulu, through a lot of other platforms that I'm not exactly familiar with. I believe SoundCloud did it, but I'm not exactly sure on that one. But anyway, all of the prices except for the student plan in the US is going to see a price hike. And don't get it twisted, that student plan is probably also going to go up. It's just not going up right now. But if you are in Europe, you are going to see an increase in about £1 or €1 in the US, about $1 per month. So from $14.99, it's going to go to $15, $4.99 to $5.99, etc., etc. Why do this? Just like when Netflix does it, it's to generate more cash. Spotify has 150 million subscribers, and if they increase it by $1, that's $150 million extra a month. So to them, it's worth doing. It's a small increase to you, but on their side of the table, it's a huge increase in revenue. And for a company that has 150 million subscribers, is somehow still turning a loss more quarters than not, this will help kind of offset that. Because as it says here, even in the last quarter, the revenue fell by about 8%. Well, if the revenue is falling, you got to make that money up somewhere. And unfortunately, the people going to make that money up is you, the consumer. And speaking of consumers, if you are dealing in crypto, in just even trading, not mining, but just trading it, buying and selling, this is one of the risks that you always run with these private firms. Well, a Turkish crypto boss has... Speculatively, it's not exactly confirmed the exact value amount, but it's in the neighborhood of about $2 billion. This boss has basically packed up his bags and flown the coop with $2 billion of the membership's money for this crypto exchange. And Turkey is one of these countries that they see the volatility of it. They've banned crypto payments in terms of goods and services. But it's one of those things that this has affected a decent number of people. 400,000 users with about 390,000 active. But once again, those numbers are all speculative. You can say one thing, I can say another. In the minute one of us disputes the other, the whole thing goes into flux. So we don't know the exact numbers yet, but basically Farouk Faith Ozer, who was the founder of the Theodex exchange, he flew the coop, he flew into Albania, and now I believe it's Interpol has a warrant out for his arrest. A bunch of other people have been arrested for this crime, because it is crime. It is theft. You stole this much money from other people. But it's one of those risks that you really have to be careful of and be mindful of. If you're going to deal in this medium, you have to get with a decent exchange, with one that has a decent reputation. I'm sorry, but if you told me I have my options of an exchange in US, in Turkey, in Australia, in Albania, in Russia, and in England, I'm probably going to take the US or the England exchange before I take the others. It's just the way things go. You want to go with a reputable exchange. Coinbase, Bitrex, Coinsquare, any of these places are far more reputable, and they have an established kind of medium and platform that people trust to be on when they're dealing with this kind of money being changed over second. But there you guys have it. That is the quick news for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe on this channel. And if you have other issues or stories that you want me to talk about, by all means, put them in the comment box down below, and I'll be happy to take a look at them. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Arif. This has been your Daily Chat, and I'll see all of you on the next video. Bye.